Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ryan.Fagan here, real estate investor, real estate broker, and I bought a house in the last 6 months, and I wasn't planning on doing this, but I basically have flipped the whole house. I'm rehabbing everything. I'm also doing the ultimate backyard kitchen bar entertainment space, and I'm going to be doing a series about all the projects for that. I really wasn't planning on making a video about my house and the renovation, but because I wasn't going to do a renovation, and then I did. My initial plan was to use my VA loan to purchase this property and rent out the current property that I live at, which was on an FHA loan. The reason why I had another VA loan is because I refinanced one of my investment properties that I used to live at in Texas, which freed up me to use the VA loan again. The rationale with that is that by upgrading my house, I'm still gaining an investment property because I'm not selling the property I live in. I'm going to rent that out. So it's like I upgrade my house and my cash flow increases by having an additional rental property. On top of that, VA is 0% down. So I basically was able to purchase this house with no money. The reason I was able to do that in this COVID market, though, as a quick caveat, because VA loans are very hard to use right now, is because I knew the seller and I bought the house off of them before it went on the market, which gave me kind of an in to get the property. I still paid top dollar for it. I paid what it appraised for, but I was able to get my offer accepted since I was the only one. So I got kind of lucky in that. So without further ado, let's check out the renovation and before and after pictures and all that. So here's me and Drew at closing. He's on the Ryan Got the Bread podcast. I forget what episode, but he's featured there. And here is the house. It's just a rancher, 1,600 square feet, 3 bedrooms, full basement. And I'll show you the basement in a little bit. I bought the house for this backyard because I have this dream of making the ultimate backyard. Here is the pool. It's closed at the time when I took these pictures. Again, I wasn't planning on making any content about this because I wasn't going to do anything to the house. And then I did. So here's the yard. That fence is falling down a little bit. I have to get that fixed. But I really love the backyard. Great space for a house in Jersey. And I really had big dreams of doing things with this backyard. And here's the gazebo. I end up getting rid of this and building my own giant porch. Here's the kitchen, which had a weird layout. It did have a high ceiling, which was customized for the property. Here's the living room. It looks smoky in there because they smoke. Everything was kind of dingy, which I didn't super notice, because I didn't spend a lot of time in the house. Here's the kitchen. You could see there's some weirdness going on with the filler pieces and stuff like that. But again, I didn't thoroughly inspect the house because I basically had no other options. I'd been putting offers in with my VA loan and was not getting anywhere. This is the basement. It's a giant walk-in closet. This is still in the basement. He had that set up as a bedroom. I didn't like how that was. And then here's some storage in the basement. I turned this into a walk-in closet, which I'm still working on. Yeah, and so half the basement wasn't finished. I end up starting to finish it. I'll show you guys that. There's another room in the basement. I basically get rid of this whole room. There's some more stuff in the basement. That's the utility room. At the time, he's still washing clothes or whatever. Here's a bathroom in the basement, finished bathroom already. Boom. So that was already done. So like most of the basement was done and I didn't touch, but every other part of the house I did. So as soon as we get in there, here's my brother trying to scrape the popcorn ceiling, which we actually end up just sheetrocking over, and I'll show you guys that a little bit later in the before and after pictures. At the end, you'll be able to see the finished product. Here's the garage. So this was only a carport before. I have the Tesla. I want to have a charger for it, so I definitely want it enclosed garage. That got done super fast. And then there it is with the garage door. Then we run into a horrible problem. So we cut off the back of the house. We got rid of that gazebo because we're going to put a porch the length of this house, basically the length of the house minus that section right there. And there's the footers. Problem being, permits shut me down, and because it's COVID, they don't like to work. So I got mold everywhere. It took me a whole month to get the permit issue cleared up, but before I could handle that situation, basically the house was flooding through that gap. All right, so it's my fault I didn't get the permits. I should have got the permits. The reason why I didn't get permits is that I'm up here in New Jersey, and it was during COVID, and basically the building departments are unresponsive. They take forever. It could have taken a month, that's how long it actually took to get the permit, was freaking 30 days to be able to get the permit to work on my own house. And so that's why it leaked, because we had to wait a whole 30 days to be able to finish this. What I should have done is put a tarp. But I thought they would get back to me in a week or two to provide me the permit. But with COVID again, these places don't work, so that's the issue. Once I got past the permit issue, we quickly put the final touches on the porch. That's 35 feet by about 18 feet. It's a really big porch. And then underneath, I have some plans for it, which you guys will be able to see. I ripped off the siding, and I put hardy backer up and put stacked stone, which I think looks awesome because I'm going for that backyard bar kitchen type of feel. It's going to be the ultimate entertaining space, and so I think this gives it a good vibe. I still got to change out these windows. They're old, but that's okay. So if you want to see how this backyard turns out, I am currently still working on it. I'm trying to get it ready for summer. If you are interested on how the whole backyard turns out, I'm going to do a video series about the backyard specifically, as far as prepping to set up the bar in the kitchen and the installation and all the design and everything that's going into what I'm trying to do with that. So if you're interested in that, be on the lookout. My next video actually will be about us pouring the concrete and doing the pine soffit. So be on the lookout for that. And now here are the after pictures of the interior. And boom, there's the living room. That's Raymour & Flanigan furniture. I went with a orange and blue kind of theme for contrasting colors, which I think came out really, really, really nicely. And now here's the kitchen. These are GE Cafe appliances, the matte white, minus a refrigerator because I didn't have a budget for it. Still working on stuff. Also, these are the Philips Hue lights underneath, and you can make them any color. Here's my bathroom. I went with marble, and also I have a lit LED light. That picture actually shows like that outlet's not set up, but that wire I got rid of. Another thing I love are these floor registers. They're really awesome. They look unique and custom. Here's my podcast studio, which again I'm working on. That's where I'm at right now, and I'm bringing back Ryan Got the Bread podcast as well as producing other people's content, and I'll be doing some live streams and all kinds of fun stuff. And there's just a nice IG picture. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram and you're interested in this type of stuff, especially home design and what I'm doing with the renovations of my house and other properties that we might get involved with, definitely follow me on Instagram. I always post stuff like that. And here's a closer look to the floor, because a lot of people like the floor. This is a high variation floor. It's vinyl flooring. It's called Farmhouse Medley. It is from Floor & Decor, and I love this floor, and a lot of other people do. It gives you a lot of design options with a high variation, and you can decorate the house, as you can see, quite well with it. Here's the basement. I had to rip out that carpet because it got all moldy as well, so I basically did this flooring throughout. This is the master bedroom. Got a French door, which I'm still working on, going into the dressing room. And that's about it, guys. Hopefully you guys like this video. Again, it's not my normal style. I wasn't planning on doing before and afters. I wasn't even planning on doing a renovation here, but I did want to share what's been going on. I do plan to be more active. I'm doing that series on the ultimate backyard with the bar, kitchen, ultimate entertaining space, multiple TVs, heaters, all that stuff. And I'll be showing you guys that. So let me know what you guys think about the design. Or any questions that you might have. I'm pretty accessible, so drop a comment and I'll respond. See you guys.